Ladies and gentlemen, I give you two of honestly, both Steve Bannon and Rudy Giuliani at this point look like the Nazis and Raiders had reconstructive surgery after they looked in the Ark. Like, I think we can rebuild something with this. It's just a bunch of goo in the actual Ark and sand. What do you think? It rent and stinky. It's a good mix of people. I honestly, this is the live show that's going on right now. Oh God. So I honestly don't know what the conversation is. So we're just going to hot drop in for the Rudy Giuliani conversation. And then we got Matt Gaetz thinking he's on Tucker because he's important. Ted Cruz is speaking and giving a speech. And then, of course, most of us are worrying very much about what's the crisis in Ukraine, the war, the Russian, what will it mean for reality, for life? If only we had someone who could tell us what, the deep intricacies of it, like Glenn Beck. Okay, but right now I'm just really curious about this. So I currently know, for the record, that this guy is really worried about Georgia because Purdue is 11 points down. Trump endorsed Purdue for Georgia, and he's eating shit right now. Jose, thank you so much for the super chat. By the way, welcome to the show. House Sparks Mega Worldwide. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm way better at this stuff when I'm not exhausted. So I'll try. You guys have to remind me to reset today because damn. Okay, let's, yeah. Oh. Shows were great last night. It was a lovely experience. Yeah, there you go. All right, here we go.
On a morning where we see.
Oh God, God, that's loud. He wasn't like they were bringing him in. What's happening?
Overall economies. Rudy Giuliani, it's pretty inspiring on a day that we see Biden's destroyed the American economy, sir.
Yes, he's destroyed the economy because the economy shrunk because a war started that is affecting all world markets, and Shanghai had another giant lockdown. Consumer spending is up 0.7%. So kind of, but the financial industry is being contracted. So that's the same as blue collar America.
Steve, we met Kathy. Gosh, it was a while back. I went there for a fundraiser for Doug Mastriano, who I should
It's a great story. I'm glad we're here for it. I feel like I'm learning.
Tell you, is leading 2-1 in the Republican primary after everything they've done to destroy him. All the anti-Trump people have done, Republicans have done to destroy him. She's
Shit, I forgot to bring popcorn. Yeah, the market is way up too. Right. Because they know that because of the contraction of the economy points to the fact that the inflation we're experiencing is supply shock. It has nothing to do with fucking monetary policy. So the Fed can raise interest rates all they fucking want, but it's not going to affect inflation at all because it's not based on the amount of money in the process. As a matter of fact, there's too little money and too little stuff.
Driving something, Steve, that's going on in America. I was just in Michigan over the weekend, fighting the Republican Party.
Well, that's positive.
To endorse Nick DePerno, who, by the way, is the guy who brought the case in Antrim County, and we may never have really exposed this big time with that.
Well, apparently he was very effective. If you'll recall, Antrim County was a big waste of fucking money and time and everyone's energy.
Getting to see a couple.
So I can see why you would want to put him in charge of government processes.
Of those machines. Well, they've tried to disbar him. They tried to throw him out of the party.
And so Rudy went, perfect guy to try and get elected as a Republican.
I'm happy to report he got nominated. The grassroots Republicans, even at the convention, voted for him.
Yeah, the Cuberts have all shown up.
And I've got the same battle going on here with Andrew, against the Republican Party in New York.
Yeah, believe me, I'm enjoying it. I've moved. I'm this close to moving from popcorn to roasted marshmallows at this point over the crackling flames of the Republican Party.
He was directly told they didn't want him to run.
Why? It couldn't possibly be because of the lack of headroom in his videos.
Because he would bring Trump into the campaign too much.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a liability. And also, why? He might bring him up in conversation, like everybody, like Dr. Oz and all these assholes. He's not going to show up for Andrew Giuliani's not going to get a fucking rally out of Trump at this point. Rudy hasn't even been paid.
This has got to be.
I would argue. Well, I take it back. There's a very strong chance Rudy has been paid by Trump in unreleased compromise.
Hang on one second. This is what you've seen in Pennsylvania. You're seeing it behind. This is what they're saying behind closed doors. But in Michigan, they're up in your face. The convention there was overwhelming, 2/3, 1/3 MAGA, and that's why Christine Carrasco.
Yeah, because nobody else is showing up because they've moved on and because the party's full of lunatics. Rudy's with you. You can tell. Fucking hell. This looks like a Rudy mask you could buy.
Almost 1, 2/3, 1/3, and then.
What? Who's at the door? Who is someone at the door? Huh? What?
Then DePerno got over in the second round.
What? I think, Bannon, you're losing him.
Because you have MAGA stepping up to the plate. And
that's what they're doing. They're stepping up to the plate. They're the armor-piercing shell. They're the tip of the spear. They're the ass of the iceberg.
Not going to back.
They're the nut of the flechette.
Down New York State, we have a chance to have a governor in New York State that's a Republican.
No, you don't.
The problem you've got, Rudy, is
all the Republicans that are running are fucking morons, including your kid.
Is that the Republican Party is totally captured.
Yep, they're cucked. They're captured. They got their balls in a sling.
It's controlled opposition.
That's right. Controlled opposition. Who's controlling? They're the opposition. Who's control? It's not controlled opposition. It's ally. It's ally wrangling. What would be the opposite of controlled opposition? This is fucking dumb.
The Republican Party doesn't want Trump because they don't want to win. Rudy.
That's what it is. That you know what? Maybe it finally happened. The Republicans in New York are tired of winning. They're just fucking exhausted. They can win, but they're like, I'm done. I'm so done winning. Level 2 hype train on Twitch right now. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to sub.
Rudy.
Well, but Steve, that's the Republican leadership. The ones who have been doing business with Cuomo for 8 years. Zeldin announced that Cuomo would have made a good president. He made deals with him. He was in the state Senate. He had 2 good years supporting Trump, and now he won't mention his name.
Huh. So he made political calculations that for years put him in a great position, and he's still got his job apparently, and you don't. So you're questioning his judgment. I see. Gotcha.
This is what we want to elect. When Andrew Giuliani was the only one to mention Trump's name at the Republican convention, because every one of the other ones was barred from doing it and didn't have the guts to do it.
Hold on. The Republican Party is banning the mentioning of Trump's name like he's fucking Voldemort?
He got a standing ovation from the Republicans, not from the leadership.
Well, no, it's like certain Republicans. The real Republicans, all 9 of them.
All the leadership wants to do is that's all they know. Democrats control this state. The only thing the leadership gets out of it is they make deals with the Democrats. That's exactly what Zeldin did. And we're going to put him in the Senate? I mean, we might as well put a Democrat in the Senate.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just give up. Yeah, bail on it. Fuck it. Might as well. Right, from your mouth to, I don't know, definitely not going to go straight to God with this. That would be rude. Can you bounce it through Lucifer? He's nearby, isn't he? You both look like you smell like sulfur. Oops, hold on.
So Andrew is winning in every independent poll. 6 of them. The only polls he's losing in are the ones that Zeldin pays for. So he is resonating with the Republicans, not
right.
the
He's killing it.
leadership. They
So
can be
exciting.
Democrat.
Huge.
And I think that's true in Pennsylvania. I think that's why Mastriano is ahead 52% against a field of 4. The regular Republicans want to vote for people who support Donald Trump.
Right. People that are unelectable statewide. And to that, I say more power to you. Knock yourself the fuck out. Literally, this is the argument. Run purists and fail. Where have we heard this before? It amazes me. No one learns this lesson. I mean, I'm fine. Like when our side does it, I'm like, fucking hell. But when their side does it, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm glad we're not the only ones that occasionally make that stupid mistake. They just seem to be making it everywhere.
And or the policies of Donald Trump. Even some of the Republicans that...
Yeah.
Huh? What? I can't hear you. What is he channeling Gilbert? Is Gilbert haunting Rudy right now? Is that his final joke? Why? Listen.
So answer the question, because I
yeah, stop fucking around, Rudy. Huh? What?
I agree with you. We should never back down in the leadership here on the national level. They want to crater and they want to cut deals because they're part of the uniparty. They don't want change.
They're part of the uniparty, right? That where we heard that bullshit before. Both parties are two legs in the same pair of pants. Lesser two evils, basically the same.
But answer this question, because
anybody who wants to compromise on anything and actually get shit done is evil and must be shunned with this crowd.
What they're going to say is,
and like when our side does it, it's really infuriating because it fucks up real positive change. When their side does it, I'm like, crackle, crackle. Happy 63rd birthday, Jonathan. Please lay your hair down. I will. Okay.
Is that, hey, Doug Mastriano is a great guy. Kathy Barnett, we love her. Andrew Giuliani is a good man. He worked in the White House. They're all good guys. But they represent the Trump crazies. And yes, they can win primaries, but they can't beat people in general election. Doug Mastriano is not going to beat Shapiro. Kathy Barnett's not going to beat Fetterman. Andrew Giuliani is going to get blown out by the governor.
Yes, all of those things true, right?
And it's just, you can't buy Hochul. I'm saying that's what they're saying. So,
and they're right.
Tell me,
there's no fucking way Andrew Giuliani gets elected in New York State by a plurality of voters. It's fucking dumb.
Convince me otherwise.
It's yes, yeah, Rudy. Here's your shot. Steve just called it. He's like, these guys, these are the ones, they're the insiders, the establishment. Where do we hear that bullshit all the time? The establishment.
We're going to beat Steve. We're going to beat him.
All right. Well, then I'm convinced. That's all I needed to hear. Just say that then. Why not?
I don't think we realize the movement going on among independents.
Oh, I understand that there's a movement. Yeah. Fiber.
This isn't January 7th anymore.
Yes, this isn't your father's day after the insurrection where a cop was on life support.
That whole thing has been shown to be,
I do need a fan. You're right, dessert artist. I need like something fluffing me out.
Bad by some people, but totally exaggerated as a political stunt by a bunch of crooked Democrats. I mean, you got people like lying Shifty Shift on there. I mean, it's a total setup. So that's changed.
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. What does that have to do with? How is that going to get Andrew Giuliani higher than 26% statewide when he's going to be a fucking laughing stock the minute he has a debate? If he becomes the nominee, which isn't going to happen.
The economy is cratering.
No, it isn't.
America is laughed at in the world.
No, it isn't.
We have a demented president. They're not.
Ex-president. But, he doesn't have any power right now. He's in Mar-a-Lago most of the time. I mean, he's doing rallies, but who cares? I mean, he could jack off in a phone booth for all it's worth.
Voting Democrat. I'm telling you, this is a red year. In red years, we win New York.
Yeah, it's a red year. I mean, considering Russia's on the march, you might want to rethink your analogies.
We won it for Pataki. We can win New York State. New York.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, go for it. And as a matter of fact, I think the only way you can win is with your kid. Run him. Do it. Swing for the fences, man. Don't let anybody tell you no. This is... Buy a copy of The Secret. You'll make
State
it.
is not New York City. New York City is 5-1, 6-1 Democrat. New York State is 2-1 Democrat, and half those Democrats can vote Republican.
Yeah. But here's the beauty.
Yeah. Yeah, you have the big problem with large population centers. Now, if the trees can start voting, you might have a shot. Although Republicans don't have a good record with trees ever since Reagan.
If you get the governorship, you can start to control New York City.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's what you want. And that's what Republicans are really for. You know, you get the White House so you control the governorships. You get the governorships so you control the mayorships. You know, that local control bullshit they've been selling you for years? You're kidding, right? You don't actually think they believe in local control or individual votes matter or people should control their own school boards. They believe in authoritarian takeover, top down, baby.
You can fire the DA.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Fire the DA.
You can start putting the clamp down on Adams and make him start acting like an adult instead of running around partying while the city's descending into chaos and anarchy.
Now I want to go to New York. Thanks, Steve.
It's a
disgrace. You got it. Right on it.
Right on. Groovy.
Rudy, hang over a second.
Groovy, Rudy. Yeah, it's awesome.
We'll take a break. Hold over, Rudy. I got Moms for Liberty. We got Cortez, Navarro, Pasobic.
Crazy. It's a great show today. It's like fucking lightning in a bottle, Steve. Goddamn. How do you have so much excitement in one show?
Naomi, we got so many things to go through.
Yeah, so many things to go through and 8 minutes to do it.
On a day where...
Now we got to sell some pillows.
They stripped the mask off. They can't lie about it anymore. And
about what? I mean, there's so many lies. It's which one?
And they still try to spin the math.
Is that what they do? They try to spin the math? Oh, you mean by showing you all the math, and then you can't just cherry pick the math?
Elections have consequences.
Right. Yeah, you lost.
Stolen elections have catastrophic consequences. And
well, we're not going to let that happen then. Don't worry.
Now we see it in high relief. Invasion on the southern border. The Russian oligarchs making more money than ever.
Well, the ones that are living, I think, are eking by. The ones that have been murder-suicided recently, I'm just saying, it's hard. What was the quote from the saint? Can't spend hard currency in hell.
The poor people in Ukraine, the women and children dead.
All of them?
The country destroyed.
All of it?
Invasion on our southern border.
No, there is no invasion on our southern border. Women dragging toddlers and people crossing, trying to get jobs in restaurants. Not an invasion. Tanks, artillery, soldiers, mercenaries, Wagner Group, Chechnyan soldiers with, rape squads. That's an invasion.
Chaos and anarchy here.
Where? Because, I mean, I enjoy me some chaos and anarchy, apparently. I mean, two great bands.
All next.
Oh, good. Chaos and Anarchy coming up. Add. Where does it go? They come back to Rudy here. Okay.
Not to win an election.
No, you don't want to win an election. You want to lose. Tell Rudy. Get Andrew in there. Lose. Great.
Something historic. Mm-hmm. Something historic. Rudy, can we win, sir?
Psst, no.
Yeah, you're darn right we can win. What you just
darn right. What?
said is why we can win.
Oh, yeah.
The reality is this movement is beyond even MAGA. It's beyond us.
Right. It's super MAGA. It's ultra MAGA. It's hot ultra MAGA supreme with ranch dressing on the side.
It's about the United States of America.
Oh, I didn't realize it was about that. I thought it was about, fomenting discord and undermining the Constitution, destroying democracy as we know it on behalf of Russian oligarchs who are going to, either give you a payday afterwards or not release pictures of you in a compromising position with a corpse. But it's United States, you say, I see. And
how endangered it is. It's not just us Republican and Republican loyalists who believe this.
Oh, there's a distinction between the two. There's Republicans and Republican loyalists. I suppose he means rhinos and maggots. Okay.
I talk to independents. I'm in a Democrat state. Let me give you an interesting statistic. Andrew, who was the most and the only pro-Trump guy in the campaign.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We know he's running on it. Yeah. All wick, no bomb. I hear you.
In the campaign, the Republican campaign, has the most Democratic votes by 2-1 in the polls.
Yeah, and for the record, it has nothing to do with Democrats thinking it will be hilarious when he eats shit in the general. It's because they truly believe in him.
So the other guys who are basically keeping their mouth shut about Trump and running away from him, they get about 10-12% of the Republican vote, a Democrat's vote. He gets 30%.
Amazing. Incredible.
30%.
Yeah, and those aren't spoiler votes with people fucking with him and fucking with you. Those are true believers. They must have seen his launch video and went, I like anybody who is only 20% of the frame in their campaign launch video.
With 30% of the Democratic vote in New York, you win. Pataki won with 26%. That's all you need, because if the rest of the state, particularly the suburbs, goes Republican the way it did last year, we win. It's not even brain surgery.
Well, thank God, because there's nothing to work on.
These people have brainwashed us.
Oh, well, maybe you need a brain cleaner then.
They have convinced.
Why would you need a surgeon? I think you basically just need do they need a tidy or is it a deep clean?
Convinced us we can't win. When you don't think you can win, you can't win.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I don't know about you, but Rudy, I've won accidentally a couple things. I was like, I don't think I can win. And I was like, oh shit, I won. That's happened. I've experienced that in my life.
So stop it. We can win.
Yeah, be positive, guys. My kid can be the governor, even though he has statistically no fucking shot.
Can win in Michigan.
And he doesn't actually have any functioning policies except what he said.
We can win in Pennsylvania.
No, you can't.
I guarantee you there's going to be a tremendous movement after the primary to Republicans.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, especially if you guys elect during your primaries crazier and crazier people.
As the saviors, they may not even like us.
And yeah, that's true. Most people prefer to vote for someone they don't like.
But they want a check on this guy, Biden, who is killing their country.
Which country would that be? Because this one is just weathering we're just dealing with reality here.
Economically, foreign policy, we're laughed at all over the world.
Again, what is the laughing part? I don't get that part. Who's laughing? Who's laughing now, huh?
And it's not just in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I see. The Saudis are laughing at us. And if you've lost the guys who throw reporters in wood chippers, what good are you?
That they know he's demented. I mean,
you do realize we don't give a fuck, right? You do realize that's an artificially rich royal family living off of oil riches that they just happen to be born on top of. They didn't figure out something.
It's the only.
They didn't invent. This is not the country. Steve Jobs didn't create a country there, right? A good portion of the people in the Middle East view the Saudi royal family as the Beverly Hillbillies.
It's
only if Jed was the kind of guy who would throw a reporter in a wood chipper.
The crooked United States press that covers it up. So we're going to win. We're going to win big. Let's take advantage of it and really win.
Yeah. Listen to him, Steve. Don't interrupt him. He's going to win big.
Put in a group of semi-Democrats.
No, it's historic.
Yeah, don't put in a group of semi-Democrats, that could win statewide and actually be Republicans. More, the Kasichs of the world actually would have a real shot this fall. That's just the reality of the electorate. But the people they're running, they're going to fuck this up.
Rudy,
and I'm for it.
What's Andrew's campaign? And then give me the show and your podcast. I hear Dr. Ryan, she blew us off. I had to take Rudy as a backup, but hey, Rudy's not bad as a backup. Rudy's not bad as a plan B. Dr. Ryan will be with us this evening. No, Dr. Ryan will be with us this evening. You're talking
somehow you do good on television. I can't figure it out, but okay.
I thought you told me. Dr. Ryan tells me I'm the complete package. I'm just saying, hey.
Is it the kind of package that Ted Kaczynski would leave on your porch?
Oh, really?
A 5-tool player.
We love you, Steve. And without you,
a 5'2" player? Is he 5'2"?
This wouldn't happen. But in any event, New York, NY for Giuliani.com. NY for Giuliani.com. Send them money. Send them all.
Yes. I think it's a wise choice not to put a picture of him on the site. Just show a picture of a lighthouse.
Money. That's what they need.
Why the fuck is he out by a lighthouse randomly out?
The people that you support, send them money.
And then how do you get to your show, the podcast, all of it?
RudyGiulianiCS.com. You can get everything. RudyGiulianiCS.com.
In the #1 Sunday show on WABC, because you got your wingman,
Uncovering
Dr.
the
Maria
truth,
Ryan.
Because I have Dr. Maria Ryan on with me. And we're
Dr. Maria
#1.
Ryan.
And we're on WABCRadio.com all over the world.
Cool. I'll call in on Sunday.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh God, what a waste of fucking time. This was basically just an ad for Andrew, which again, I'm for. Run him, please. Let him be the nominee. That would be amazing.